Are we going to run out of houses in Knoxville to buy? Where are you going to move? What are you going to do? Well, I don't think so, but it's going to be very tight. So here is your February 2022 Knoxville market update. You want to know this information so you can be top of the market. Let's get into it. The median sold price of a home here in Knoxville has increased again this month to $310,000. Now, that's up from last month's $309,000. It's not huge growth as we've seen in the past months, but it is to be expected as we are in the slow months, December, January, February, and sometimes March. I do expect that to heat back up. I do expect to see stronger and bigger growth in the upcoming months. We look at our active listings. This is the scary part, guys. Our active listings have dropped again. We currently sit at 429 active listings. That's in Knox County, not just Knoxville, Knox County. That is a sharp drop from 523 active listings last month, an 18% decrease. We've seen these large decreases month over month over month. It scares me and it makes the competition even harder for the houses that are on the market. There's less to see, there's less to offer on, making them go for higher and higher price and continuing to drive up demand. Now, I do have a prediction on that I will say towards the end, but I'll wait to get there. Our absorption rate dropped again. Now, of course, that is something that we would expect as our inventory drops. We are down to almost half a month of inventory, meaning if no other houses came on the market from today, in about 17 days, if all things stayed on track, or as the statistics tell us, we would be out of houses. There wouldn't be anything left to buy. Again, that's a drop from last month where we had just over 21 days of inventory, so that just correlates with our inventory dropping, and less time and less inventory. So it's going to get hard out there, guys. Make sure you are making moves as quick as you can. Sold to list ratio. Now, this one is an interesting one to me, but I understand what's going on. Our sold to list ratio actually dropped under 100%. So for most of the year, we've been over 100%, meaning on average, a house sold for its list price, if not more. We've dropped under that, meaning on average a house has sold for under its list price. I've said this in my last video and I'm going to say it again. There's a bunch of crapola on the market right now. There's a bunch of houses that could not sell in a regular market that people are putting on, getting rid of, because they know in this market people don't have choices and they can sell it. So I'm seeing a lot of houses like that they just suck. Like, in general, they suck. And so they're asking these prices and they're not getting that. I think there's also buyer fatigue. I think buyers are tired of putting in 10 offers and getting rejected on all of them and then having to go over asking price, put cash in. I think we're seeing a little bit of that too. And then again, we're just in a slower month, which is typical and correlates to what we usually see around this time of year. My predictions for what we're going to see going on into the year. Well, I think the market will heat up as we head into those summer months. Again, like typical last year, our peak was in July where we were at 104% sales to list ratio, meaning on average, a listing got 4% more than its actual listing price. So I think we'll heat up in that sense, that there will be more people ready to make moves, more people ready to buy a house because school will come out, it's warmer, people are ready to do things. My fear is this: inventory will continue to drop. There will be less and less houses to buy and less options. I say that because interest rates are rising. So that does a couple things. It's first off, and most importantly, going to decrease the buying power for buyers. Every 1 point that the interest rate goes up typically decreases the buyer's buying power by 10%. So this time, March, where they said they were going to raise it again, whatever they've been pre-approved for, it's going to be less now because they're going to have higher payments. The Fed has said that they're going to raise the interest rate a couple times this year, so if they stay on track with what they've said, it will continue to go up, and that will continue to decrease buying power. Secondly, on inventory issue, I think it's going to be another reason sellers won't want to sell. A ton of people have got these great homes that they've locked in very, very low interest rates on. So for them to make a move to maybe a better house, they're going to have to eat that higher payment cost and eat that higher interest rate, which I do believe will deter a lot of people from making that move and instead investing that money into fixing up the house that they are in currently. So I think this inventory crisis that we're in is not going to go away, but it's actually going to get worse as we progress. On inventory, I think it's also going to cause an affordability crisis too, definitely here in Knoxville. Most of the nation is already seeing that. Knoxville hasn't seen it as much, but I think we will begin to see that more and more as prices continue to climb, but wages don't necessarily climb to keep up with that. So I think it's going to squeeze a lot of buyers out of the market as interest rates and prices climb. I also think it's going to hurt renters, but there's going to be more on that in another video. So that is your February 2022 market update for Knoxville. If you have any questions, let me know, or if you want to watch more videos, just check out the channel or subscribe and follow me and ask any questions you have.